Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I'm not sure how today's message is going to unfold, so stick with me because there are profound messages that I keep getting, and as I'm trying to make sense of what's coming in, things are shifting and changing in my mind. So, like I said, I feel like it's going to be something profound that will benefit some of you, not all of you, because this message is not meant for all of you. The other day, I went to an event, actually my granddaughter's graduation from pre-K. Bless her heart. It was adorable. Anyway, there are people there that I know have lost a loved one. And and this is not judgment. This is not judgment. I look at how people mourn and grieve over people that have died. And I don't understand that. And I've asked, why does this not bother me? I mean, and I've lost people that are close to me, but I don't get hung in it. It's sad for a period. It's, yes, I still miss my dad, and he passed back in 2009, but I don't get it stuck up in it. And I don't dwell in it. I'm happy for him. I don't sit and mourn over it. And the message that I got this morning is because I'm like, okay, why am I so much different than everybody else that I see? And maybe if you can relate to this is for you. If you can't relate to this message is not for you. Because the message I got was, you are here for a purpose, and it was not to get tied to this world. Whatever that means. So if you are one of those people that it's like we understand things on a bigger level. We understand who and what we are. And it's not of this world. It's not the limiting beliefs thinking that death is the end and people are either going to go to hell or they're going to go to heaven or... So, and the other part of the message is, you are in this world, but you aren't of this world. If I'm talking to you, if you get it, you're not meant to be attached. You're not meant to be attached to the mindset and the limiting beliefs that the majority of the population here has. We are a select few. It's probably not the majority of the population, because the majority of the population, they get hung up in, and they grieve. I mean, this one person especially, I mean, and I know my daughter, God bless her soul, I love her to death. Her dad passed a couple years ago, and it still gets to her, and she still gets hung up on his birthday or Father's Day or whatever. And it's like, and I used to think I was cold-hearted. I used to think What's wrong with me? Why does this not bother me? It's because I'm not like everybody else, and neither are you. If this resonates with you, I'm talking to you. This is for you. If you think I'm crazy and you think I'm cold-hearted and this is not, and you don't get what I'm saying, this message is not for you. For those that it is for, we're not like everybody else. We understand death is not the end. It is just a transitional phase in your evolution. You're still here. You're just not here in the physical. Or they are still here. And we understand that. And I think, my whole life I've been like this. Not just my whole life I was like this, but not knowing why is where my judgment came in of myself and my criticism of myself. Because I would see friends in school, go lose a parent or a best friend or whatever, and it just destroyed them. And I think back, I was just reminded of a book that I read, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. I don't know. Anyway, there was a seminar where and I've told this story on here before, but it's pertinent here because there were two women. The universe, through its divine wisdom, sat these two women. It was a medium conference where there was a medium on stage. And these two women did not know each other, but they ended up sitting side by side. Through the evolution of this conference, they found out that they both had a son with the same name that was killed in a car accident. The same way, everything was identical. One woman let it destroy her. She gained weight. She got depressed. She let herself go. She almost lost her house. The other woman was, sorry, somebody was walking by. The other woman used it to help other people get through this situation. She would speak, she looked very professional, and she was happy. And she did like conferences to help people through the death of their child. So you have two people that went through the same scenario, and they both took it completely differently. One used it as a purpose to help others, and the other one allowed it to control her. And I told my husband the other day, I said, anybody that passes, they're not sitting on the other side going, why aren't you miserable that I'm gone? I want you to miss me. I want you to be miserable. I want you to destroy your life because I'm not there anymore. And yet that's what a lot of people do. It's like they hold on to this person, and all you're holding on to is the lack of the 3D meat suit. Because the person is still there. You still have your memories. You still have, it's like my dad. I still have the knowledge that I gained when I worked with him. I still have the the memories and the thoughts and all that kind of stuff. But I let him go out of love, not because I resented him, not because of anything negative at all. Just know that if this is you, don't judge yourself. There's nothing wrong with you. You are here for a divine reason, and it was not to get caught up in this world. You're here to help evolve this world, not get stuck in it. You're here to stay as a higher vibrational being, to be the light for others. Now, does that mean everybody's going to look at you and go, oh, well, how do you deal with this? And then look at you like, oh, wow, I wish I could do that. No, probably not. But that's okay. The big thing is, don't you judge you or look at you as there's something wrong with you. You know, my message yesterday, I'm really over the 3D nonsense and the people that choose to stay asleep and they refuse to see anything other than what they think they know. I'm just over it. I'm done with that. I'm not here to wake people up anymore. If you choose to wake up, I'm here to help you through this process, through the awakening, but I'm not here to wake anybody up. That time is over. It's done. That's their choice at this point. The seeds have been planted. But I'm done with the 3D nonsense. All the violence, all the hate, all the judgment, all the division. You know, I said yesterday about the group of people that sat at the table next to us when we went to the restaurant. It was fun. It was amazing. I actually sat there and thought, if I didn't need to get home to my animals because it was a guy that was singing, I'd have sat and hung out with those guys and just had fun. Just because they were a different color than I am or a different background doesn't mean beans. So I'm just here to enjoy life. Literally. That's what we're here for. You can't enjoy life if you're stuck mourning somebody's death. That just doesn't even make sense. Because you're playing victim. Whether you know it or not, whether you realize it or not, you're playing victim. Because it's like that person left you. No, they did not leave you. That's your limiting beliefs. That's your limiting mindset. That person did not leave you. They're still here. It's just not what we were taught. You know, again, the whole religious, and I'm going to call it bullshit, the whole religious nonsense wants to keep you upset and in fear. and unhappy and judgmental. Think about it. There is nothing that they teach that is unity and unconditional love. Nothing. They teach fear. Death is the end. And if you don't act this way, you're going to burn in hell forever, which is fear and control. And if somebody doesn't believe the same thing you believe, they're wrong. It couldn't possibly be another way to look at it. It couldn't possibly be, oh, maybe I was taught wrong. You were taught what the person that taught you was taught. Who said that was right? Anyway, and now I have a plane flying over. Whatever. You know, I deal with life just like you guys do. I've had traffic going up and down the road. I've had my dogs barking. Now I've got a airplane flying over. It just is. But my message, again, if this resonates with you, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and don't judge yourself. Love yourself because you see the bigger picture. You are doing exactly what you came here to do. You did not come here to be like everybody else. You came here to be different. Because it's taking different to shift and change this world. Same old has gotten us to this point. You know? And this is not a good place to be. This world is destroying itself. People are destroying themselves. Or they're destroying others. You came here to be different for a reason. Another interruption. Anyway, I love you guys. I want you to be happy. What I want is for more of us to show up. More of us to awaken. We're out there. I don't know where they are. And I know I'm not the only one. So, I was like, okay, what is the message for today? Think back to when Jesus was here. Jesus wasn't like everybody else. He wasn't meant to be. I mean, God, they even teach he was divine. He was different. Think how this world would be if Jesus felt guilty because nobody got him. And he decided to follow the path of everybody else. We wouldn't be sitting here now. So look to his guidance. Use him as an inspiration for you to keep going on your path. Whatever that is, your path is different than my path. What is the same is we are here to shift reality, to help to be the light for those that choose to follow us. It doesn't mean we're better than anybody. We're just different. And if people want to judge you because you're not losing your shit because somebody died, that's their limiting beliefs. Do not carry that. It is not your baggage to carry. Let it go. If they choose to look at you because you do things differently, whatever that is, as long as you're not harming anybody, who cares? You know, it's like people want to look at me because they think I'm a witch. They think that's the devil's work. That's their limiting beliefs. I'm not harming anybody. I send love and blessings to people. I help heal people. I help guide people, divinely guide people, not from my ego. I do these messages to help you guys. So if they choose to think that I'm a witch and I'm worshiping the devil, you know what? That's their limiting beliefs and that's their loss because they have now severed themselves from me. By their choice, not mine. I mean, yes, I choose to not have that negativity in my existence. But they refuse, they think their belief system is it. And they refuse to see that there could possibly be something else. That's their choice. I can't make them change their mind. I'm not here to make them change their mind. They'll get it one day. So be proud of who you are. Not from an ego place, but not from a judgment place either. You have a divine mission. It's completely different than the normal population. So let them, if they choose to stay normal, let them stay normal. You be the best you can be. And when you don't have the same feelings, you don't have the same thought process, you don't have the same mindset as everybody else, that's a good thing. You're not meant to. You may not understand that yet. I don't know where you are on your journey, but I'm here to tell you it's for a reason. And it's a good reason. It's not a bad reason. So I love you. I send you all the blessings in the world. If you have questions, reach out to me. Whether you post them in the comments below or send me an email, either way. Because other people don't understand what you're going through. The normal population. You know, I used to laugh when I was a kid because of course I grew up doing everything my dad was doing. If he was working on a car, I was working on a car. If he was building a house, I was building a house. If he was doing whatever, that's what I was doing. And then I would some guy told me one day, because I was sitting playing in the dirt, and he's like, "You're the first little girl I've seen." I was probably first or second grade. And he's like, "You're the first little girl I've seen that plays in the dirt." I was like, okay. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, what planet are you from? Everybody plays in the dirt. I guess not. And then I would do something, and my dad would say, "Well, Pam, that's not very ladylike." We just went and worked on a car. I'm greasy. I'm sweaty, whatever. And I'm going to worry about what's ladylike? No. I always took that as an insult. Well, no, I took being ladylike as an insult. That was the last thing I wanted to be. It still is. I break that mold of normal. What people think is late. Now, I can have manners. Yes, I can wear a dress. Much to my dismay, I hate wearing a dress. I can dress up. Being ladylike is not my thing. I break the mold every chance I get. I am not normal, nor do I care to be normal. And that's where you should be. Be happy. If you bust out of that mold every day and be you, be happy, make people scratch their head and go, "What is she doing?" Or "What is she on?" As long as you're not really on anything, you're just high. I'm just high on life. I just love life. I'm just here to enjoy life. That's what you're here for. So go enjoy your day. Enjoy your every moment. And I send you so much love, and we will talk soon.